Welcome to Everyday Happiness, where we create lasting happiness in about 2 minutes a day through my signature method of intentional margins, creating harmony between your to-dos and your priorities, happiness science, and musings about life. I'm your host, Katie Jeffcoat, and today I want to talk to you about the Swedish word lagom. So lagom can be translated roughly to mean just enough. So lagom is a word used to describe moderation and balance. For example, 2 pairs of flip-flops are lagom, but 25 is not. Alternatively, like 1 scoop of ice cream is lagom, but 3 bowls are not. Essentially, it's our concept of less is more, or it really can act as a contrast to more is better. Of course, the Swedish aren't the only ones to have a word like this. For example, and please forgive my poor pronunciation, in Norway they have passleg, and in Finnish they have sopavasti. In Albanian they have taman, and in Indonesia theirs is pas, and in ancient Greek there is even metron arston. Now, if all of these countries, many of which are known for having happy, vibrant societies, all have this word, then there must be a justification for it. And if one were to really break it down, it's simply the concept of moderation. Rather than always wanting more or bigger or better, we take happiness and joy from a modest, appropriate, sustainable amount. So moderation is healthy in really all aspects of life, including happiness. Now you might be thinking, moderation in happiness? Say what? But isn't the whole point of this podcast to increase happiness? Well, yes it is. But one must increase it in a sustainable, healthy way. Research has shown that people who place too much of themselves into chasing happiness often experience less of it. First of all, forcing happiness never turns out the way that we think it will. You can't force yourself to experience happiness where you otherwise wouldn't. You just can't recognize that in your mind. It doesn't have the same ability to jump for joy and actually feel happy. Second, extreme positive states like euphoria and exuberance are really not good long term. They often leave people unaware of their environment and really lacking empathy. As Dr. Jamie Kurtz explained, you can think of excessive happiness as a broken thermostat. It's unsustainable and likely to lead to disappointment. So rather than pursuing excessive happiness or trying to force it, it's better to approach a Lagom style of happiness. This is where you experience happiness as it comes naturally and recognize when you need to process and experience some negative emotions. So doing so will give you a balanced and sustainable sense of positivity and happiness that really will serve you better in the long run. So in the comments or in a direct message, tell me where you have recently practiced lagom. For example, having lagom with a single brownie rather than going back for seconds or thirds or 6th, right? So you can find me over at Everyday Happiness with Katie on social media.